Thank you. Good reminders here as we continue to deal with this and wait for this to push on out. It is moving fast. That is the good news here. And as we continue to track what's kind of left behind, a lot of folks are maybe waking up without power this morning, tracking this and just waiting for it to move through.
So if you're kind of stuck out in it, I mean, now what, right? And so you're seeing some video that we've showed you before of spots that are flash flooding issues, that kind of a thing. And so some of the problem spots that we've seen before, for example, and we're getting pieces and parts of video here. Obviously, you got ponding there in a parking lot. That is, I mean, that's half of the wheels are disappeared on some of these vehicles as they sit there and they wait at a red light to get going. But if you know your part of the world, and I'm sure you do, you know exactly where some of the issues are. For example, that is Sherwood Forest. I travel that all the time. I know exactly where it's going to flood because it happens with a light downpour. And this was obviously a little bit more than that.
This was about an hour ago. So again, this is a quickly moving storm. And when you talk about flash flooding, the problem spots that you're talking about, Matt, we know that that is one of the typical trouble spots. We're also getting some videos from many of you. We believe that this is also in the Baton Rouge area. Roads are flooding this morning. O'Neill Lane, we're seeing some ponding of water in certain area. This looks like video from someone's backyard where you see that lightning and the rain starting to come down here. Again, if you can send us your videos, this is really going to help us pinpoint where we're seeing that flooding happen in different pockets and neighborhoods. Earlier we saw hail in the Hushatu neighborhood. Here sent in from John Connolly. Again, this is some pea-sized hail that we saw about 45 minutes ago. But if you're seeing anything move through your neighborhood now as the storm continuously moves eastward and quickly at that, please send us those photos and videos if it is safe for you to do so.
Safely get to school, and you're allowed to take your time in some of these places today as we continue to look at some of the video sent in. There are two districts canceling for the day. You see them at the very top, Zachary and East Feliciana. Both of those districts making the call about an hour ago because there are just more issues that can be handled safely. Beyond that, though, Liz, a handful of schools saying, we know you're going to be late. Obviously, take your time, be safe.
You can see it there, Zachary, East Feliciana, and we know for the
for the closed.
For the tardies, we've got East Baton Rouge Parish Schools, we've got Livingston, Iberville, and Ascension, all dealing with those excusals for late arrivals today. If you have students that have already gotten on the bus in Zachary and you've already sent them off for the way, the school district is asking you to wait at home and then pick up your child when it is safe to do so, when this severe weather threat has moved out of our area. Now, if you're looking outside thinking, well, it's not raining anymore, it's not bad. Just think about the impact it is around your neighborhood. You may not see it directly, but a lot of people are still dealing with power outages this morning. If we check on that, actually, we're seeing some good news here. This is an Entergy map of the outages that we're currently tracking, and you can see small pockets of red in East Baton Rouge, and as we move on down there, you can see Livingston Parish, Ascension dealing with some pockets of red as well, and that's why certain school districts are allowing families to arrive late today. Late start, as you may have woken up without power. It's understandably going to delay some things with stoplights too. If those are out this morning, you just want to be careful if you are going to arrive late today.
You were just out west there towards Lafayette, and actually we're talking with state climatologist Jay Grimes, confirmed right now tornado indicated out in St. Landry Parish. So think north of Lafayette, Opelousas way, and then a debris signature kind of indicated tornado that Jared's talked about, Livingston going towards Tangipahoa Parish. So this is why you got that first alert going on right now, because there was a weather pattern pushing through the area that had the possibility of producing that, and it did in a couple of spots. So Jared, as we look at these power outages, this was to be this is not a surprise that we're seeing these kinds of power outages with this kind of a line of storms coming through.
Yeah, Matt, it's definitely not a surprise, especially with the electrical storm that we've seen so far. Now,